So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Z4 Games and I'm bringing to you guys an update to Fluffals. As you can see, they got their brand new support, which I believe they now have everything that OCG's got. Whether or not we use it all, that's a different story. But the brand new ones from Rise of the Duelist are certainly things that you should be either looking into or already playing. Like, the new support is crazy, especially some of them more than the others, but I do try and utilize all of it just because I believe all of them has some form of purpose in the deck that can be used, and it does give the deck some form of either consistency, power plays, or even first turn plays, which is very cool, very unique, and I'll explain to it as I get to the brand new cards. So before I get to all of that, if you enjoyed this, give us a like and subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any future content, whether it's Rise of the Duelist related or not. We've got tons, if not already, out on the channel for Rise of the Duelist because that's brought a lot of stuff, which is really, really good. And who doesn't like more stuff? And if you do like more stuff, then you better do those little things like and subscribe and notification bell. So, before with all that said and done, let's get into this deck profile. I do try to mix around my intro just to try and make it a bit more fluent, but it seems to always go the other way. So, I'm going to start off with the brand new cards in terms of the monsters. I'm only playing one of the new Fluffal Dolphin. I got some input and some ideas for this build up online, as well as my own personal experiences with playing Fluffals in the past, and I think one Fluffal Dolphin is fine. You don't really want to be summoning this. That's more for your dog and penguin. You want to then summon those to either get your searches or your Xyz plays going. So I think one Dolphin is just fine. The recurrence is very nice, just why you do play it as a one-off. Being able to get your resources back into your extra deck and your main deck, which is very, very nice. So we're only playing the one Dolphin. If you want to know exactly what this card does, is that you can target one toy vendor in your graveyard and set it in. If you do, send one Fluffal or Edge Imp from deck to grave. If this card is sent to graveyard's fusion material for a fusion summon, you can shuffle it into the deck, and one of your fusion spells or polymerization spells that is banished or in your graveyard. You can use each effect of Dolphin once per turn. This is a 1600 poker. Yeah, so nice utility, which is why it's a good one-up, but again, you don't really want to be summoning this too often. Again, that's mostly for your penguins and your dogs. But the thing that we are playing free of, which is something that Fluffal's been begging for a long time, is a form of disruption during your opponent's turn, and Edge Imp Scythe does that perfectly. So what Edge Imp Scythe does is that he is a dark level 3 fiend with 1000 attack and 0 defense, and during your opponent's main phase quick effect, you can reveal this card in your hand. Fusion summon 5 fusion from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material, including this card in your hand. If a 5 fusion monster or monsters you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard instead. You can use each effect of Scythe once per turn. So, phenomenal card. It's a fusion on legs, essentially, or handles, if you want to say it that way. But it's a quick effect, so you can, during your opponent's turn, make your new cool whale or your tiger or anything like that, and just get 3 pops and just bomb your opponent's field as they're trying to play the game, which is something that Fluffals like to do the best. Is what they do the best, but they could only do it on their turn previously. Now, thanks to Scythe, we can now do it during the opponent's turn. The protection effect from graveyard is also very nice, does combo well with the brand new whale, which we'll get to later on. So Scythe, gotta play as at least a 2 of. I think 3 is fine. Again, it is at the very worst of fusion on legs, so you can start just doing plays, which is very, very nice. So yeah, I think Scythe in multiples is needed. So that's it for the new monsters. Moving on to the old stuff, we've got 3 Fluffal dogs, such as all your Fluffals, 3 Fluffal bears, such as your toy vendor, 3 Fluffal rings, just draws cards. Like, it's really good with the is with the Dolphin. Yeah, with the Dolphin, if you are using its on-field effect, because you can just set Vendor, ditch this from deck, activate Vendor, do Vendor thing, then Wings, pop Vendor, banish thing, draw stuff. So like, combos very well with Dolphin. It's very, very nice. Free Penguin. This helps you go into your rank 4 plays to help you go first. Otherwise, it's just like a mini Graceful Chariot. That's it for the fluffals. For the Edgems, free chain, or it's always been free chain. Free chain just such all of your fight for cards is very, very handy. Like chain's just very, very good. And the one sabers as well. Like sabers has always just been a one-off, just because you have many ways to recur it. It recurs itself. You have many ways to search it. Like so, one sabers is just fine. I do play 2 tech one-offs in terms of fluffals. I do really like Angel. I'm one of the few people who do really like Angel. I just like the recurrence of the pendulum scale. If I wasn't playing Angel, I would probably be playing the Cotton Eater. Just because I do like the power buff that Cotton Eater can give. But I do like Angel. It's got some utility, mostly in the scale. Otherwise, worst case scenario, it's just a fluffle by name, so you can just use it to make your fusion monsters. I do like the Angel. That's my personal tech in the deck, along with Owl. I feel like you can never have too many poly options, especially poly options on legs. Whoopsie daisy, everything's gone everywhere. Yeah, again, especially polys on legs. And I think Owl is really good for that. If I wasn't playing Owl again, it'd probably either be Cotton Eater for that utility, or the Cat and things like that, or maybe a second Dolphin. But yeah, these are like 2 flex spots in the deck that you can just go with. I feel like Kaiju's is perfect for fluffles. I just gone with Sticky String just because you don't really care what the attacks are, because you're going to pop them anyway. So you can go with any Kaiju. I just gone with Sticky String because I don't have enough Gamma Seals. Gamma Seals are all over the place. This is the next lowest thing. So I think, but again, this can be any 3 Kaijus. It really doesn't matter what attack points they are, because you are just going to pop them with effects anyway. And this is a tech that I found out on the Fluffle Facebook page that someone was playing. I was thinking, why are you playing that? And it actually combos well with the new fusion. And there's 1 copy of Scythe. You can pop this during your opponent's turn and then just lock him out the extract. Just simple as that. If you open with Scythe and your and then your Edgem Scythe combo, ironically, you can not only get a free pop in your opponent's field, but also then lock him out the extract. Which is very, very handy. I'm gonna try and fix this lighting just because it is going all over the place. Oh, I'm just gonna turn it off. Yeah, that's fine. So, mid-recording adjustments, like the best content for Zephyr War Games. Yeah, so there's a really cool combo with Scythe. I'll explain to it when I get to New Fusion, but yeah, you can lock him out your opponent's extra while also getting free pop. It's very, very nice. If you want to try and do the combo a bit more, just up your ratios of Scythe. It's as simple as that. I'm not focusing too much on the combo. I just like it as like an option for going first. That's it for monsters. Moving on to spells. Free toy vendor, like just amazing. I believe I still remember the days when Fluffles first came out and this was terrible, and now it's like the best card in the deck. Who would have thought? Free fight for a Patra. These are not ultra. I got my ultras in my Predaplant lot, and I believe I just like to use this one. It's like the first print, I believe, so it's just memories. So yeah, free fight for a Patra. Searches all your polys, like poly. Like, it searches your poly, which is what you need because you are fusion deck. So free poly. You can play fusion substitute if you like to as well. I feel like that ratio is best in things like the like in your blah 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 Predaplant deck. Yes, so there's that. 1 copy of Fight for Fusion. I believe Fight for Fusion is a best ratio at 1. I think 2 is the best. The next best. 3 is way too much. 2 copies of Super Poly. I did make a mistake in the extra deck, which I'll get to in the extra deck. But yes, this is for your big OTK makers. Whoopsie daisy. Whoops, that was bad. But yes, this is for your OTK makers, as well as your Super Poly targets if you choose to play them, which hint in the extra deck. I did forget. But yeah, I'll explain the extra deck because there's a lot of options that you can do with the extra deck. I do apologise for that big mishap there. But yes. One copy of Instant Fusion. There's a tech that I play in the extra deck. It's just something that I personally like to play just because I just like to have the options and the flexibility that Instant Fusion likes to give. So there's that. And the brand new Fight for Repair. So Fight for Repair is a normal spell which you can target one Fight for Fusion in your grave, return it to the extra deck. Then you can special summon Fluffal or Edge Imp monster from your graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon Fluffal or Edge Imp monster from your hand. You can only use one Fight for Repair effect per turn and only once per turn. So it's a one or either. It's very nice. It just helps you get recurrent. It's like a pseudo monster reborn, but also helps fill back your extra because you can burn through that quite quickly. 2 copies of Fushberry or Goods just combos very well with Toy Vendor. You can up this to 3 if you want. I'd probably take out the Instant Fusion for that. And then one trap that we're playing is the brand new Fight for Jar. So this is like a pseudo Toy Vendor. So continuous trap. This card's name becomes Toy Vendor while on the field or engraved. So it does combo well with rings. And once per turn, you can discard one card and draw one card and show it. Then, if it's an Edge Imp monster, you can destroy one card in the field. Otherwise, place one card from your hand on the top or bottom of the deck. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, half its attack until the end of this turn. So, it's just pluses all around. You can bump this up to 2 if you want to. I do really like it, so I'm taking it as a one-of. Again, it's just like it's like a 4th copy of Toy Vendor. Which is very, very handy and does, again, combo well with your wings. So that's it for the main deck. I'm going to put Dolphin on top because Dolphin is kawaii. So yes. As for the main deck, moving on to the extra deck, the brand new Fight for Whale, which we do play as a 3 of. I think 2 is like the lowest I'd go. It's because this card's insane. So he is a level 9. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, so he's a level 9 with 2600 attack and 2400 defense. Fiend. It just requires one Edge Imp monster and one Fluffal monster, so it's like super generic in terms of the deck. If this card is fusion summon, you can destroy one card on both players' fields. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target one fusion monster you control, send one Fight for a card from your deck or extra to the graveyard, except Cruel Whale, and if you do, the targeted monster gains attack equal to half of its original attack until the end of the turn. So quick effect power boost if you need to, but otherwise free pop on your opponent's field. It's very, very nice. If you can target itself to then protect it with Scythe if in your graveyard, if you are doing that play, which most likely you are doing that. Or as I said before, you can target your artifact Scythe, pop a monster your opponent's side field, pop your Scythe, and since it was popped during your opponent's turn, Scythe resolves, summons itself, and locks your opponent out the extra deck. This being level 9 comes into importance later on for additional first turn plays, which is very, very handy. But yes, I believe I'm playing 3 rails. You can drop it down to 2, and I think 2 is the least you need to go. I still play 2 Saber 2s. A lot of people dropping this down to 1. I think 2 is really handy because it is like one of the best ways you can recover in terms of in archetypal fusion plays. Like this just recurs your gameplay so much. 1 copy of Fight for a Tiger. I believe 2 at most. 1 I think is just fine. This combos very well with Scythe. Just gets a lot of pops, which is very, very handy, but otherwise it's just there for the power boost and utility. 2 Kraken. Kraken's just like replaced Tiger in so many ways, which is quite funny. 3 pops. Just helps you clear monsters to your opponent's side field. Multiple attacks, it's very, very handy. The 1 Fight for a Sheep. This is my instant fusion target. I've always liked Sheep for that instant fusion target to help me get into my Sabertooth, which is very, very handy. It's just one option in the extra deck that just helps you get that play. And 1 copy of Fight for a Wolf. I always just like playing this. It just feels comfortable to play in the extra deck. You can take this out. It's like the most flexible spot in the extra deck. You can take it out. For the rest of the extra deck is all XT's options. 1 True King of all Calamities. You can make this easily with your whales. 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Bahamut Shark with totally awesome combo for your fluffal stuff. and then 1 copy of your cross sheep for the only link in the extract that you really truly need. I don't think that you need any other links in the extract, just cross sheep, just because it helps you extend. Otherwise, all of this can be super poly targets. As you can see, I forgot to put them in with the super polymerization. But also your super poly targets could just be in your side decks, very, very handy. Along with a copy of Chimera Verte Anaconda. So you got that option for you as well. But yeah, I believe these 5 slots as well as the wolf. So like all of these can just be super poly targets. I'd keep the cross sheep no matter what. But yes, these 5 slots along with the sheep. So you got 6 flex spots. Like, it's very, very good. Fluffal's very good for that. But that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it, minus the like issues that I just like had throughout the video for some reason. Who would have thought that Five Nights at Freddy's deck would give me camera issues? Who would have thunk it? But yes, I hope you enjoyed this. It's a very fun deck, very budget as well. I believe the only expensive thing in the deck is the Krakens. I don't believe Krakens had a reprint yet. If it has, it's like just the 1 reprint. But other than that, the deck's very budget. It's very, very fun. If you are a Fusion fanatic, this is like one of the best decks you can pick up besides like Heroes and Cyber Dragons. So yes, again, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, ding that notification bell. Till next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.